Friends, Igor Pechkowski is here with Windermere Bellevue Comments, your trusted advisor on the east side and the greater Seattle metro area. Today we have October market update and we'll talk all about real estate, where the numbers are, where the things are, where the life is. Let's make it quick, nice and painless. I'll tell you all about it without overdue. Let's go into the east side. And this is what we got going on. So, the east side, we're in the fall market, and it's hard to say that after 2020, things been just typical. It's been a roller coaster of different events around the world. So our market went crazy high, and it came down quite a bit, and now it's kind of balanced itself out against the very high interest rates. Remember, interest rates are 7.5, probably 7.6. And you and I, we can both make arguments why in 2024 rates could go higher and why they could go lower. And we're gonna know only where does they go when we hit the 2024. But a little bit more on that later. But let's say within the predictability, the fall market, what does the fall market means? Fall market traditionally been a bit more favorable towards the buyers. There are usually a few more listings on the market, there are usually a few more things to pick from, and there are fewer buyers at the same time because folks think about holidays. I mean, it will be a Thanksgiving a month from now, right? So let's look at numbers. When it comes to the median on the east side, prices declined a little bit. We were at 1.5 mil and now we're at 1.427. It's a normal thing. I'm usually not the person that tells that real estate only must go up, and at the same time when we have a few months of a decline, the things would go crazy bad. It's normal, right? But the reason for it, why that median declined a bit, because we did get a little bit more of inventory. So inventory increased from 1.3 to 1.6 of a month. That's still a very little amount of inventory, but it is enough for prices to decline a bit. But looking at activity on an offer per offer basis, we still have 32% last month sold over asking, which meaning buyers are looking for that one awesome home. And when that home hits the market, when the listing is told up and ready, and it's in a good location, and it smells good when you get in, and it feels right, there is the 32% chance that it will sell over asking. Is that a lot to be over asking? 4% on median. So the multiple offers are there. They're not crazy. Like, they are just simple, normal 2, 3, 4 offers. So if you're a buyer, you can ask yourself, what kind of a property am I looking for? The best one, right? That's the only answer. So if you're the seller, you need to prep your property to be that awesome listing that the buyers want to buy, and you most likely will have multiple offers. At the same time, if you don't do it, and there are a lot of like a little bit rougher listings out there, those are the ones that usually would get a price reduction, and those are the ones that definitely influence that median price come down from 1.5 mil to 1.427. Let's look into Seattle next. So let's talk about Seattle. Let's dive into inventory. 1.9 months. Whoa, that's more, right? That's still a buyer's market, but 1.9 months is definitely an increase from 1.6 the last month. So as you look year over year, last year, this time, when it was the peak of a bad market, right, when the interest rates just started rising about a year ago, inventory at its peak being around 2.1-ish, so we're closer there. That's what interest rates do. That's the purpose of rising them, which influenced the median price to be right at 926. Not too much, not too many changes there. It's still a lot. 926 at the peak, it was at $1 million. Today it's 926, just a normal. No big decrease, to be honest with you. And then you have the over asking falling into fall. We have 29% of homes sold over asking with a little bit decline from August, but at the same time, rates continue to rise. As more rates rise up, there'll be a bit more inventory, especially the rougher inventory won't be selling immediately, right? Those best houses sell, which creates the pressure on the price if sellers do have to sell those. and we have a median price at $926,000. And last but not least, the Snohomish County, we always like to look in that direction up north. So we have not much of inventory, guys. 1.3 months is very typical, very, very low overall. The median is just hanging out there right around 750. That's pretty much what it was last month. And we have still 30% of homes, 31% sell over asking. So no big changes in Snohomish County. So let's go into quick predictions and some words of wisdom next. Guys, without talking too many predictions, if you look at the next year, we have elections coming up. I shall say there are a lot of people out there in the world thinking that that year will get better, right? And probably we will. They will talk about economic stability, how things are doing great, that it's time to lower the rates, and even when rates lower to 6% or 5.5%, which I'm not talking about 3, 5.5% is a great rate, we will have a lot of movement in real estate. Look at this, we're still moving 30% of homes sell over asking. That's crazy at 7.5% interest rate. Think about that. But also with everything that's going on in the world right now, starting 2020, you can make arguments that we're not passed through the worst of it yet. The rates are still, increasing, but our market is being very, very stable. So if you're the seller, you want to make sure that your house is the best out of all the competition. You want to fix as much as you can. You want to paint. You want to change some carpets. You want to invest a couple of dollars to make sure that your property is really beautiful. And we're here to help you with that. If you're the buyer, don't make a mistake. I have a couple of clients right now that are looking at some properties that sold in January and February because those entered the contract when things were slower, just like they are today. Today things are a bit slower, and they wish they would have bought last year. But today rates are higher, competition is greater, and probably the same would happen next spring. So if you can afford real estate today, forget about the predictions. Just think, if you can find the home that you like and you can afford, it does make sense to own real estate. Stop waiting, just start looking, call us, we'll do the rest for you. That was your market update. Let me know if you made it through all the comments. Feel free to reach out. Our phone numbers is at the bottom, and anything we can do real estate wise for you, just let us know. Please like and share this video with friends. Thank you. See you next month.